our English class. So last week, we were talking about something called hygiene. Hygiene. So can everyone repeat that word after me? Hygiene.
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 Very good. So I have it up here, hygiene. So I know Bright and Sylvia, you weren't here last week, so we'll have one of your other classmates help you out with this. So Ryan or Barry or Jones, can one of you tell me what is hygiene? Who can remember? Do you remember, Ryan?
No, I forget.
Okay, that's okay. What about you, Barry? Do you remember? What is hygiene?
Very clean.
Yeah, very good. So hygiene basically means the things we do to keep our bodies clean and healthy. So what are some things that we do to stay clean? Sylvia, do you know? What are some things we do to keep our bodies clean and to stay healthy?
You should unmute your mic first.
Washing hands. Washing
Very
hands.
good. Very good. So you can say washing your hands is a part of hygiene. Can you say it in a complete sentence?
Washing your hands.
不是句子，句子。
Is a part of hygiene.
Washing your hands is a part of hygiene.
You can do it.
Washing your hands is a part of hygiene.
Very good. Great job. So, you know, we want to wash our hands. It helps keep us clean and it can help others stay healthy too, so we don't get them sick. Jones, can you tell me what is another thing we do that is a part of hygiene?
Take a shower is a part of hygiene.
Very good. Taking showers. That's a part of hygiene too. Excellent. What about you, Bright? Do you know what is something that is a part of hygiene and staying clean?
I don't know.
Okay, well, your classmates covered some of them. That's usually what we think of, right? Washing our hands and taking showers. What about making sure we wash our hair, brush our hair, that we have clean clothes on for the day? That's part of hygiene too. And so what we've been doing is reading this story. So hopefully you all have it downloaded. We've been reading the story about a boy named Jason. And Jason doesn't have very good hygiene. His mom has to help him out with his hygiene. So we're going to review some of the words we learned last week from this story. So if everyone could get out their worksheet right here, their worksheet. So this was part of the homework. We did part of it in class, this part. So does anybody need help downloading this, the worksheet? So everybody has it? Go ahead and nod if you have your, yep. Okay. So let's review our words on the front page. We went over this last week, but we'll go over it again. So Barry, do you have your worksheet with you? Okay. Can you please tell me what word matches with number 1 on our worksheet, the picture? And you have to unmute your mic.
Mm, mm, Is to pluck.
Very good, to pluck. So we see a picture of somebody plucking a flower, right? And what about number 2? Ryan, what word matches with number 2?
Runny nose.
Very good, runny nose. So Sylvia and Bright, last week we talked about a runny nose. So that's an idiom. We know that our nose can't actually run. So a runny nose is a way of saying when, you're sick and your nose, you need to wipe your nose. Okay, what about number 3? Jones. What word would match with number 3?
Single.
Single. Very good. So we see in the picture, she has a single tissue. Very good. Bright, would you like to give one of these a try? What about number 4? What phrase do you think would match with number 4? You see the woman with her arm up.
To wipe.
So not exactly, but that's close because it's a verb. So you weren't here last week, so it's okay. But she is reaching for it. So the correct answer is to reach for. So when you're reaching for something, you have your arm stretched out to grab it. Do you see how she's reaching for it on the shelf?
Reach for.
Very good. Good job. To reach for. Okay. Number 5. Number 5. So who would like to tell me what number 5 is? Would you like to give it a try, Sylvia? You have to unmute your microphone.
To wipe.
Very good. To wipe. Great job. So we see how the boy is wiping his nose with the tissue. He's wiping his nose. Very good. Number 6. Ryan, why don't you take this one? Tissue. Very good. So we use a tissue to wipe our nose. Very good. Okay, number 7. Barry. What word goes with number 7?
Disgusting.
Very good. Disgusting. So this is the word we use if we really don't like something. It's disgusting. So in this picture, the man does not like vegetables. He thinks they're disgusting. Okay, number 8. Jones, why don't you take that last one? Number 8.
Sleeve.
Sleeve, very good. So we know our sleeves are this part of our shirt, our sleeves. So we don't want to wipe our nose with our sleeve. That's what we learned in the story. Okay, very good. So let's go to the next part. And this was where we were supposed to fill in the blanks on the sentences. Okay, so we had a group of different words, and we were supposed to pick which word went with the sentence. So number 1, after dinner, Maya blank her face with a napkin. Maya blank her face with a napkin. what word would we write to fill in the sentence?
Clock.
Can you repeat that one more time, please?
Clock.
Did you say plex?
Yes.
Okay, so remember, to pluck something is to pull it or to grab it. So is Maya plucking or grabbing at her face? After dinner, what do we do with our face if we have food on our face? What do we do?
Wipes.
Very good. Thank you, Jones. So Maya wipes her face with a napkin. Do you understand that, Ryan?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Very good. So good try. So the correct answer is wipes. So that's what we do. We can wipe our nose with a tissue, or with a napkin, we might wipe our face. So wipes. Very good. Number 2, we think Jim is blank because he always wipes his nose on his sleeve. Ew. Barry, what do you think is the correct answer?
Disgusting.
Very good. Disgusting, because that's gross, right? Can you please say the complete sentence with the word disgusting?
We think Jim is disgusting because he always wipes his nose with his sleeve.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, number 3. The blank on my jacket are too long. Jones, what would be the correct answer?
Sleeves.
Very good. Can you say the complete sentence?
The sleeves on my jacket are too long.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, 4. Ryan, why don't you give this one a go again? Cameron's mom says he is sick because his nose is blank. What do you think is the answer?
Running.
Very good. Can you say the complete sentence with the word?
Cameron's mom says he is sick because his nose is running.
Very good. Great job. Number 5, last one. Jen is hungry, so she blank for a snack. Bright, what do you think would be the correct answer? Jen is hungry, so she blank for a snack. I'll give you a hint. It's the same word that you had with this picture. Or you can't see it right now. But
Green.
can you say it one more time?
Greenland.
So the correct word would be she reaches.
Reach for. Reach for.
Yeah, very good. So I'm just testing you out. You weren't here last week, so I don't expect you to know everything. It's okay. But yeah, correct. So that was the same word you had with the picture. So she reaches for a snack because she's hungry. Very good, everybody. Okay, so the last part of the homework, you were supposed to answer a personal question, what you thought, okay? Do you think good hygiene is important? Why or why not? So we'll start with Ryan. And please answer in a complete sentence. Do you think good hygiene is important? Why or why not?
Yes. I think good hygiene is important.
Very good. Why do you think good hygiene is important?
Because if we don't have good hygiene, and other one think we are disjunctive.
Could you repeat that one more time, please?
If we don't have good hygiene, our people thinks we are disjunctive.
Very good. So if we don't have good hygiene, people will think we are disgusting, right? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Very good. Good use of the vocabulary words. Great job. So, Sylvia, did you catch with what Ryan said? Does Ryan think it's important to have good hygiene?
Yes.
Very good. Could you answer in a complete sentence, please?
I
Yes?
think I think good eh, hygiene. I think good hygiene is important
Very good.
because if you don't have good hygiene, you will get sick.
Yes, very true. Thank you for sharing. Another good reason why we want to have good hygiene, right? So that we don't get sick. Thank you, Sylvia. Okay, Jones, what did you answer? Do you think good hygiene is important? Why or why not?
Yes, because if you don't take a shower, your body will smell bad.
Yes, great answer. So, Barry, what answer did Jones just give? Why does he think good hygiene is important?
Because if we don't have good hygiene, we will smell bad.
Yes, very good. Thank you. So, Barry, what was your answer? What did you write down? Do you think good hygiene is important?
I think it's very important because if we don't have good hygiene, uh, we maybe get sick and die.
Oh, yes, we don't want that to happen. Very good. I like how you said you think it is very important. Very good. Okay, so Bright, how does Barry feel about having good hygiene? Does he think it's important?
I think it's very important because uh, we 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 not hygiene. The world is very dirty.
Yeah, we don't want to be dirty, right? Good hygiene is important. Very good. I'm very impressed. Great job, everybody. So this all goes with this story that we're reading about Jason. So last week, again, we read the first paragraph. So now we're going to go over the second paragraph and we're going to learn some new words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reread for us the first and second paragraph, or I will reread the first paragraph and read the second paragraph. And that way we can remember what it was about. And then we are going to go over the new words. So if everybody can please get out their, well, you can't see it, but if everybody can please get out their story, Jason wipes his nose. Or pull it up on your device if you have it downloaded. So if anyone doesn't have it, go ahead and raise your hand and we'll give you some time. Does anybody not have this story ready? Okay then. Awesome. Okay. So can I please have a volunteer to read the title? The first line. So who would like to read the title? Okay, go ahead, Ryan. What is the title of our story?
Jonathan wipes his nose.
Very good. Jason wipes his nose. Okay. Jason has a runny nose. He reaches for a box of tissue on the table so that he can wipe it. His mother told him that he should use tissue and not the sleeve of his shirt because that is very disgusting. A single tissue is all he needs, and he plucks one out of the box. First, he wipes his nose, but it still feels plugged, so he covers his nose with the tissue and blows. It sounds like he is playing the trumpet. After doing this a couple of times, his nose is cleared and he can breathe much better. Okay, so in this second paragraph, we have some new words that you may not know, and so that's okay. We're going to go over them today, but I just want to give you a little background about these words in the story. So what I'm going to do is share my screen, and we are going to go over some of these new words. Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So our first word is plugged. Repeat after me, plugged.
Love.
Plug.
Plugged.
Plug.
Very good. Mike's nose is plugged because he is sick. Can you repeat after me? Mike's nose is plugged because he is sick.
Mike's
Mike's
nose
nose is
plugged
plugged because he
because
is
he is
sick.
Very good. So if we are sick, our nose may be plugged. It's hard to breathe. It can feel very uncomfortable, our nose. And so we have some synonyms for plugged. A synonym is a word that means the same or has a close meaning to the word. So another way of saying plugged, or other ways, we could say stuffy or clogged. So repeat after me. Stuffy.
Stuffy.
Clogged.
Clogged.
Very good. So if you are sick, your nose might be stuffy or clogged. I usually say stuffy, but any of these words could work. Plugged, stuffy, or clogged. Okay, very good. To cover.
To
cover.
cover.
Very good. You should cover your nose when you sneeze.
You
You
should
Cover
cover
your
your
nose
nose
when
when
you
you
sneeze.
sneeze.
The little girl covers her eyes when she is scared.
The little girl
The little
covers her
girl
eyes
covers
when
her
eyes
eyes
she's
when
when
she
scared.
is
she
scared.
is scared.
Very good. So when we cover something, we put something over it. So in this picture, the girl is covering her nose. She is putting her arm over her nose because she is sneezing. So she's covering her nose. In the second picture, The girl is scared, so she's covering her eyes. She's putting her hands over her eyes.
妈妈，我干脆叫你来上好了，这好简
And
单。
so notice when we talk about he or she, so for example, in this sentence, we say the little girl, so that would be she. We add an S. So instead of cover, we would say covers. He or she covers. Okay. To blow.
To follow.
To blow.
Blow.
She blows her nose into a tissue.
She
She
blows
Blows her
Her
nose
nose
into a
into
tissue.
a tissue.
We have to blow up balloons for my party.
We
Have
have
to blow up
blow
balloons
up
for my
for
party.
my party.
to but
I blow on my food because it is very hot.
I
I
blow
blow
up
up
my
my
food
food because
because it
hot.
is very hot.
hot.
Very good. So I had 3 different sentences in here because we could use this word for many different things. So in this story, when we use the word blow, it's talking about blowing your nose. So in this picture, we see the woman has a tissue over her nose and she will blow her nose into the tissue. Okay? So she blows her nose into a tissue. Very good. Okay, next one. Trumpet.
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 Jasmine wants to learn how to play the trumpet.
Just
Man
I
want
want
to
to
learn
learn how
to
to
play
play
the
the trumpet.
Jumping.
Very good. So we can see a trumpet is a type of instrument. So we can play music with the trumpet. So the reason why we're talking about trumpet in a story about hygiene is because when you blow your nose, sometimes it can sound like you're playing a trumpet. Okay? So on a side note, does anybody here play an instrument? We know Bright and Sylvia, you're newer to our class. Do either of you play an instrument?
Oh, yes.
Okay, what instrument do you play?
不是啊。呃， please say again.
你吹什么？你有玩什么乐器吗？
Float.
Oh, the flute. You play the flute.
Yes.
Very cool. Cool.
Thank you.
I tried to play the flute once when I was little and it did not work. But very cool. What about you, Bright? Do you play an instrument?
No.
Instrument.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. So I played the ukulele. The ukulele. It's like a little guitar. The ukulele. Okay. Okay, great. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so again, trumpet. So this is a word that we have in our story. Okay, next. This is a phrase, a group of words. A couple of.
A couple of.
A couple of.
My friend will be here in a couple of minutes.
My
My
friend
friend
will
will
be here
in
in
a
a
couple of
minutes.
minutes.
Jerry had a couple of chips for a snack.
Jerry
Jerry
has
has
Have a cup of cheese
for
or
a
a
snack.
snack.
Very good. So we also have a synonym for a couple of. So a couple of can also just mean a few. So that's what a couple of means. It just means more than one of something, usually more than two. That's when you would use this phrase. So you could also say, my friend will be here in a few minutes. Or Jerry had a few chips for a snack. So this is just another way of saying a small amount of something. Are there any questions about this one? It can be hard to explain. Any questions at all?
No.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, we have two words here. First, cleared.
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 Clear.
Very good. Then to breathe.
To
To
breathe.
To
breathe.
To
breathe.
breathe.
I can breathe much better when my nose is cleared.
I
I
can
can
Breathe
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 much
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 better
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 when my
when
when my
my
nose
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 is
is clear.
cleared.
Very good. So we know when we are sick, our nose might be stuffy or plugged. So we'll blow our nose, we'll have a tissue on our nose, we'll blow our nose, and then we'll feel better because our nose is clear. There's nothing blocking our nose. And then we can breathe. So we see in this picture, the woman can breathe. Her nose is not plugged. Okay, so now we are going to do the same thing as we did last week. So each of you choose 3 words or phrases from the list, and you can choose to either create one sentence with all of your words in it, or you can create different sentences. So choose 3 words or phrases and make your own sentence or sentences. Are there any questions about what you're supposed to do?
No.
Okay. Everybody understand? I can't see you, so I'm trying to. Okay. So I will give you a few minutes to do this, and then I will call on you so that we can hear your sentences. And if you would like any more examples for any of these words, please feel free to ask me. Oh, I just saw your text, Sylvia, in the chat. It's okay.
My screen is blank.
My screen is blank.
Okay, can everybody else see my screen that I'm sharing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, Sylvia. Well, if you can't see the screen, I put these slides in the chat so you can download it on your own device.
Okay.
But yeah,
Thank
but
you.
no problem. No problem.
他说他要什么传什么东西。Look，那个中文翻译导师。
Okay. give it a couple more minutes. Unless if you are all finished. So once you are finished with your sentences, put a thumbs up or a smiley face in the chat. Then I'll know that you're done. Like that. So you can put a smiley face or a thumbs up in the chat and I will know you're finished. That makes it fun.
Since Ryan has to leave earlier, so Ryan, do you want to go first?
Okay.
Yes, sorry, I forgot about that, Ryan. Go ahead. Are you guys all finished? Are you all done with your okay? Next time you could just tell me. It's okay. Okay, great. Yeah, Ryan, please share your sentences, please.
He will play the trumpets 10 minutes later. So he go to bed, bedroom to keep a cap of time to keep his body clear.
Wow, that was a really long sentence. You put a lot of thought into that. Great job. Could you please say it one more time for me?
He will play the trumpets 10 minutes later. So he go to bedroom to a cap of time to keep his body clear.
Very good. I like how you use trumpet, someone who plays a trumpet. Very good. So one thing I'll tell you, when we use the word clear, it's not the same as keeping our body clean. So when we use the word clear, it can have different meanings in English. In this context or in this story, it means nothing is blocking. So when we're talking about your nose being clear, nothing is blocking inside your nose. It's clear. So in your sentence, instead of saying to keep his body clear, you would say clean. I think that's what you meant. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Very good. So I know that can be tricky because in English, one word could mean a lot of different things and it can be confusing. But great job. Thank you for putting so much hard work into that. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Barry, would you like to go next?
Okay. If I do, after I do a cup of exercise, my breath will faster, and I can blow balloons.
Very good. You guys are very creative with your sentences. I would not have come up with those. Very good. So you're talking about after you've exercised, you're breathing really hard, and did you say you have to blow your nose? Is that what you said at the end?
I can't
Oh,
blow balloons.
Oh, you can't blow balloons. I see. Because you're breathing so hard. Very good. So when we're talking about exercise, instead of saying doing a couple of exercise, we would say after doing a little bit of exercise. That sounds a little better if we say a little bit of exercise. But very good. I can see from your sentence that you understand the meaning of the words, especially like blowing up a balloon, and you can't do that if you're out of breath. So very good. Something that will help learning any language and being able to use the words is reading, doing a lot of reading. So I encourage all of you as you keep learning English to keep reading. I don't know how much reading you do in maybe in your class, but keep reading because it helps. It helps you know how to use words. Very good. Good job. Okay, Jones, what about you?
My nose is plugged, so I use tissue to clear my nose, and after that, I can breathe so easy.
Very good. Very good use of those words. Very good. Awesome. Okay, what about you, Sylvia? And you have to unmute your microphone.
I clean my trumpet, so they are clear now. 就是我给等一下啊。
Very good. So can you repeat it one more time? I couldn't understand one word you were saying. You said you clean your...
Again, I play my trumpet, and the sound is clear.
Very good. So you said you play your trumpet and the sound is clear. Was that your sentence?
Yes.
Very good. Great sentence. Awesome. So you used clear in a different meaning from our story. So very good. So clear can also mean, it's hard to explain, but very good with the sound, sounding clear. You can hear it well. Very good. Good job. So, great job, everybody. Did I get you, Bright? Did you share your sentence yet?
Say again, sorry.
I'm sorry? Did you already say your sentence? I can't remember if I called on you already.
Okay. I want I make sentence.
Yes, yes. Make a sentence with the new word.
Yes. I'm sorry, that is my fault because I forgot if I had called on you. So go ahead, share your sentence, please.
I my nose is very something.
Very good. My nose is very plugged. Good. That sounds good.
I don't. I blew a big balloon.
Very good. And you changed it with the tense. Very good. I blew a big balloon. Excellent. Very good. Do you have another sentence, or is that all?
I cover a box.
Was it I cover a box? Was that your sentence?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you. So great work, everybody. I know these words can be hard to use in a sentence, but you were all very creative with it. So thank you for your hard work. And like I said, reading, it really helps with speaking and writing too. So on your free time, read a lot. Okay, so we have about 10 more minutes. So what we are going to do is go back over that second paragraph. And this time I'm going to read it. And I would like you to repeat after me each sentence. So if everybody can go to that second paragraph in the story, the second paragraph. Okay. First, he wipes his nose.
First, he wipes his nose,
But it still feels plugged, so he covers his nose with the tissue and blows.
but it
he
still feels
plugged,
plugged, so he covers
his
his nose with
the
the
tissue and
and blows.
Very good. It sounds like he is playing the trumpet.
It
It
sounds
sounds
like
like
he
he
is
is
playing
playing
the
the
trumpet.
trumpet.
After doing this a couple of times,
After
After
doing this
doing
a
this a couple of times,
his nose is cleared and he can breathe much better.
his
his
nose
nose
is
is
cleared
cleared
and
and
he
he
can
can
breathe
breathe
much
much
better.
better.
Very good. Thank you. And so Bright and Sylvia, I'm sorry, I didn't ask if you had this first. Do you have this reading? Do you have it downloaded?
No.
No.
Okay. What about you, Bright? No? Okay, so if you go in the chat, you will find this reading. So you have to have this in order to complete the worksheet we'll have. It'll be hard to do without this.
为什么都要下载？
我听的。
Okay? So it is in the chat. In the chat. You'll find this.
Okay.
Okay. Did you find it, Sylvia?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. What about you, Bright? Were you able to find this?
啊，这里的。
哦，懂。
那个这
广播站就这有关系吗？
你可以是哪一篇？
你可以把它传。
课文 Bright
好，那你就看你。
Okay.
没有下载课文吗 ？Bright
是昨天你给我的那个吗？
对对，
有，yes。
Okay, very good. So let's read it one more time now that Bright and Sylvia has it. So we're on the second paragraph. So again, I'll read it and then you repeat after me. First, he wipes his nose.
First, he
He
wipes
wipes his nose.
But it still feels plugged.
But it
but it
still
still feels plugged.
plugs.
So he covers his nose with the tissue and blows.
So
So
he
he
covers
covers
his
his
nose
nose
with
with
the
the
tissue
tissue and blows.
blows.
It sounds like he is playing the trumpet.
It
It
sounds
sounds
like he is
in
playing
the
the trumpet.
trumpet.
After doing this a couple of times,
After doing this a couple of times,
his nose is cleared and he can breathe much better.
his nose is clear and
and
he
he
can
can
breathe
breathe
much
much
better.
Very good. Very good. Awesome. So my question for you all is, how does Jason clear his nose so that he can feel better? Barry, how does Jason clear his nose? What does he do?
he he wipes his nose a couple of times with the tissue.
Very good. So remember, first he wiped his nose, but his nose was still plugged, right? So he had to blow his nose, right? And then he felt better. And Bright, when Jason blew his nose, what instrument does it sound like? What instrument?
Uh,
When he blows his nose, it sounds like he's playing an instrument. What instrument?
uh, uh, music.
Very good. Music. It's in the paragraph. It's in the paragraph. What instrument? Can you find it?
Uh, drum. Yeah.
Go ahead, say the whole word.
Just me one.
Trumpet.
Trumpet.
Very good. Trumpet. Can you say it? Trumpet.
Trumpet.
Very good. So a trumpet is an instrument. So when Jason blows his nose, it sounds like he's playing the trumpet. That's what it sounds like. Do you understand? Do you understand that? Right? No. That's okay. Thank you for telling me. Luke, maybe if you gave him a direct translation.
只是擤鼻涕，用力擤，就好像在吹喇叭的声音。
I know.
Yeah, very good. Thank you for telling me, because if you don't tell me, then I won't know if you don't understand. So very good. When he blows his nose, that's what it sounds like. He's playing the trumpet. Okay, very good, everyone. So we have a couple more minutes. I left in the chat a new practice worksheet. So this is what it looks like. A new practice worksheet. So on the first page, you need to match the picture with the correct word. Okay, like last week, you need to match the picture with the correct word. On the second page, you have a word bank and sentences with missing words. So you pick a word from here and fill in the sentence. And then the last thing you need to do is make a prediction. So that means you get to guess what happens next in the story. Do you think what do you predict, or what do you think Jason will do with his dirty tissue? That sounds like a disgusting question. I know. But you write it down. What do you think Jason will do with the dirty tissue? And so I know we didn't have a lot of time to go over the homework, so I'm very sorry, but just try your best, and we're going to go over it together next week. Okay? So are there any questions? Any questions for me about this?
Yeah, let me make sure if they understand the
Okay, thank you. I know I didn't get a lot of time to go over it, so thank you.
老师已经传到这个群组了哈，这是功课啊，所以你要往上滑 ，scroll up 往上滑，下载那个 homework，然后最好把它印出来啊 ，print it out，然后把功课写完，我们下礼拜检讨 ，OK？ 如果不懂的话就点头 ，OK？ All right, good.
Very good.
So everybody say thank you to Xiahna, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you,
Xiahna.
You're welcome. Thank you all. Thank you
We'll
for coming today.
see you next week.
See you
See you next week.
I'll see you
Good.
next week. Have a good weekend, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.